out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me. Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Flash Menace herself, how are you doing?
As always, Shrimsy, I am pretty excited tonight. So, with Dominators versus Akira, so it's gonna be a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, these teams are ready to rumble. I mean, the band's already done. And I have to say, it's quite interesting bands. Carmilla, Irithal, Joy, Clint. So, Irithal, Clint are not bands you usually see in the first phase. But, yeah, it's definitely respect. I mean, these teams know each other.
Definitely, like you come from the same region, it's like watching you guys in Mortal Order playing versus, let's say, Scarlet Mayhem. So you just know the heroes that your enemy wants to pick, so you just know who to ban.
Which is true. And I mean, these are not bad heroes to ban. I mean, Joy, Carmilla is very good heroes overall. And then on top of that, also, you have the Clint and Irithal, which is marksman respect bans for each other. So I 100% understand those bans and agree with them, to be honest. And with that being said, I'm wondering what the in-game bans are going to be. Are we going to see like more type of respect bans? Is it going to be some good games, bad games? What's going on?
True, especially with the current the way that so many of the XP laners have been buffed once again. I mean, Thanos is even a bigger beast than he was before, so I'm kind of hoping we see him to the mix, but I don't know. What do you think?
Thanos got the buff. Like his early game is a lot better, but I don't think it's enough to make him meta though. That's a problem. So making himself meta is not the ideal play though.
Fair enough. And
Like
into the draft phase go. I'm sorry?
One hero I would like to see, honestly, is going to be the Freya. I mean, Freya's revamp is... I'm still, like, torn apart from the Freya revamp. Like, I feel she's kind of cracked, but on the same time, she is lacking that early game burst potential she had in the previous update. So it's going to be interesting what they bring to the table. But this Angela ban is something I 100% agree on. Angela is menace.
Absolutely, and also with all these buffed heroes, just putting them with an Angela just makes them so much more difficult to deal with. Because if you see an Alice and an Angela put together, it's almost impossible to kill them. And trust me, my rank history definitely says that.
Yeah, I mean, it's those two hero combos that makes or breaks everything. And I mean, Angela and Alice being banned out. Wise is also, but Lancelot is open. So I love the Grok first beat. Don't get me wrong, but Lance, my bro, Lance is crazy. Like I played a Grok game just before the stream, and I had some real keyboy moments for those who know. Like I went to invade. I froze the lanes first of all. As you know, that's what a Grok does. I invaded the red buff, got the red buff. I invaded the blue buff, got the blue buff. And this is all done solo. This is just how strong the Grok is currently.
The choice is mine.
True, unfortunately, some people, you'll see the Grok as this amazing hero that you can do so much like you did. And then other people struggle to use the Grok in the same way, because I have such an OP hero. I can do anything with them, and then they struggle to do actually anything.
Yeah, it all depends on your play style and how it works and everything. But it's good, and there's a lot of combos you can do with the Grok. Because I mean, we're going with a Zeshin. Zeshin is one of my favorite combos with the Grok because it immediately extends the stunning range. So you stun with your ultimate with a tectonic charge, then you do the knock up, and then Zeshin with the ult. That is instant overkill. But this is the pick I am interested in, the Benedetta. Benedetta got a massive buff in the recent updates, and she is a menace if played correctly, of course.
But the funny thing is, we're gonna be seeing Esmeralda in the jungle, and Benedetta might go either gold lane or XP lane. Where do you think she would fit better currently?
It all depends on the pick. Like, okay, I would definitely say Benedetta needs to go wherever the Expo goes. So if Expo is going gold lane, I would put Benedetta up against him. She does very well against the XP laner. But with a high booster band coming out, it seems like they are moving towards a more marksman-based generic setup. So we might see there's a few picks that high booster counters are all marksmen actually, but Obsidia and of course Beatrix has very good picks here in the side, or even 1-1 to be honest, for dominators. But it's going to be tough to work around that mass CC control. You need a marksman that can rock Purify, to be honest.
If you want one to rock Purify, wouldn't it be better to go with someone like, I know Aerothol's banned, but Harith can go rock a Purify pretty decently. And there was just one other one. I think it's Nathan that can also rock a Purify.
Oh, Nathan also, yeah. Nathan can rock it. It's about there's a Lancelot, bro. I mean, being left open for so long is kind of crazy. Lancelot is the king, and it works. Okay, there's a Nathan coming out. So I really like the lineup coming out from the side of Akira. I mean, their balance in the whole game and everything is just kind of cracked. And it's going to be hard to counter. Like, the side of Dominators has the sustain, the team fight, and the frontline ability, and that is where the plays comes in.
Some stitches? I can help.
Melissa.
Okay.
Well, I mean, with
Esmeralda Rome? Like, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, the Melissa is a good pick, don't get me wrong, but there's no roamer. Like, Esme is not the roamer you want. Good evening to everyone in chat. I see there's a few people joining us already. Beanies is here once again, as well as Ormon Gaming. I mean, Eamon is also something I really, really love seeing in this latest patch.
I mean, he's actually a bit of a monster, and I think that we might be seeing a Benedetta roam. I mean, we have seen it before. It's definitely possible. And like you said, the Esmeralda is definitely not someone that you want to see in the roaming position right now.
Yeah, it's actually, honestly, I would put the Benedetta on the roam position instead of the Esme, because her map presence is just like kind of crazy. And Armand, just to answer your question, so this is not a 6-band, it's the what we call the South African 5-band system. So due to us not having a tournament lobby, what happens is we do 2 lobbies in 2 bands in the lobby before we head into the normal 6 bands in game. So it's going to be the normal 5-band system. You just missed it off because you were a bit late.
But we do once again see an engagement here with a Xavier versus a 10. Who do you say is the stronger mage early?
Oh, 100% Zeshin, bro. Zeshin's damage early game is just kind of cracked. But this Benedetta is like, it's going to be the play that either makes or breaks this lineup, because Benedetta in the early game can do very well against Zeshin and invade. But then again, you have the Grok that's able to just irritate so much and sustain the major. I mean, he tried to go for the lane freeze and missed his wall, so that was unfortunate, but the advantage still firmly in their favor in this early game. I mean, it's a 200 gold lead on the 1 minute mark, so that's kind of crazy.
True, and it seems like Nathan is having a bit of an advantage here in the top lane as well, managing to deal a lot of damage to this Melissa. She has to play safe, especially with Zetian rotating into the gold lane.
Yeah, it's the place, but luckily this Grok is doing very good well, giving invasion. There's a full engagement there. Lancelot is there with the Phantom Execution. The follow-up is there. The flicker is on point, but that flicker was just one too much from the Nathan, and he will pay the price. So that is a 1-for-0 turnaround engage from the side of Dominators.
The Benedetta was actually literally solo engagement coming out from the Lucas and Lisa Beach as well, and Lancelot actually managed to escape using the Thorn Rose.
Oh, bro, that was crazy. That was some lucky plays, though. And I have to be honest, like, that was greedy from the Lucas going for that tower. But it did pay off, luckily. But in the gold lane, this Esme is a bully. She does have the 40 Simon. The engagement is on point. That's a 1 HP, but oh, bro, that lethal ignition coming in clutch from the Benedetta.
But the engagement here onto the Melissa here into the top lane, it's 3-2-1. She's gonna be taken down by Brooke, but if she just had a little few more seconds, she might have actually been able to take down the Nathan as well.
But with that being said, this was a bit of a late rotation to the top lane, so that means automatically this turtle will go uncontested. There's no way that they can go for it. Lancelot is looking for the angle to steal it. Will we see the Richard Gap? No! This is not Kyrie, as King Kura will be falling and the turtle going to the favor of Dominators. But luckily they did get a top tier 1 turret, so that is still a valid exchange of resources. There is the Tectonic Shots using defensively. The Unleash the Beast is on point, but will he get the damage? And that is Stroheim that will fall to the Beast Bomb.
That was actually so terrible coming out from the Grok. He committed his Tectonic Charge. I mean, it has like 40-second cooldown so early into the game. The Zetian also committed her ult, getting vision, doing beautiful stuns, but there was just no follow-up that the team could do. And just with that, 3.5 minutes, 5-1 in the favor of Dominators.
But bro, check the scamp on Nabs. The camp is onto Brook. Will he get the stun up? There's the beautiful dodge. But the flicker comes out. We will see the beautiful Ecliptic Blade with the Petrify coming out. That is automatically kill. And this might be the full gold shield and half of the turret going to the favor of Dominators. They are dominating this early game. And look at this Esmeralda. 1v3, 1v4 now. There's the first flicker. The Tectonic Charge is also on point. There is the last Insanity. Will she survive through everything? I'm not sure about that. Stroheim is at Benny in HP. Robs, he escapes, and that's a mid-tier 1 turret, top tier 1 turret, and the XP laner. Bro, that is full advantage. GG's there to Esmeralda.
Absolutely, Rob's robbing them the opportunity of a good pick-off here, and engagement coming out from the Nas and Ramas. They want to go in for the 3v1, and Xborg stun onto him. But is he? Yes, it does seem like he will be able to escape. As the side of Akira will be rotating to the second turret of the match.
This is the last Insanity to defend the lane, but there's the Blade onto point, but the stun with the Fury of the Phoenix is not enough to save them. They're making it with the 5-man rotation now, so the side of Akira definitely needs to watch out for the splays. I mean, rotating a 5-man team with 3 fighters on their team is definitely solid. So this is the second turtle going this time to the side of King Kura, but they're looking for the after engagement. There is already the falling Simon in reverse. Take that Beast Bomb.
Absolutely, but it seems like King Kura will be able to escape from this right now, but engagement coming out from the Lucas right now. Beautiful Phantom Execution coming out from King Kura.
Bro, these Oaks are greedy. I mean, once again, the Falling Storm is on point. Robs is into the mix, but Nathan has other ideas. He already commits his ultimate. It's, what's it called? Entropy. So the Entropy is a major ultimate with a low cooldown ceiling, so you can just spam him. If I'm not mistaken, early game there's like 20 seconds. Late game it's like 8 to 11 seconds depending on your build.
Yeah, currently right now it's 21 seconds, 21.6 seconds. So like you said, it's very spammable, and you can use it around 4 times between each and every objective.
Yeah, that's so solid. But I mean, check this, folks coming out from that. There's the Ecliptic Blades once again with the Falling Storm Moon. The Fury of the Phoenix does zone them back out. So this is very aggressive plays coming out from Dominators, but they have the mobility, they have the damage to capitalize. They're going for this full 4-man, 5-man dive under the tier 1 turret in the bot lane, but they need to wait for the waves. Honestly, Phoenix needs to get out there, bro. Just give the tower. There's no way you can defend it. So Storm is there to support the teammates, but I don't think there's a lot they can do. There's a Faraga armor already popped out, so this is a tier 1 turret in bot lane that will fall, and it's also Export going down in the hands of his Summer, and Grok also to Stroheim gets deleted, and Esmeralda doing what Uranus usually does and just going brrr.
And right now, I must say, Dominators is actually working very smart this entire match. They engage onto the Grok. Grok uses the Tectonic Charge. He cannot go in for the sets anymore. And then Zetian continuously stars out her ultimate, Fear of the Phoenix. And just like that, after the Fear of the Phoenix commits, they can go 4v1 against Export. This has happened twice in a row. I hope Akira will actually be able to notice the pattern and fix the pattern before Dominators does it again.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, to be honest. And another main problem is they need to start picking up the itemizations, because they have a very good balance of damage. I mean, you have double damage. There's a clip with the Petrify out possession, and the Tectonic Shots will get nabbed in response. That's a 1-for-1 exchange, but this is not done. The Polystorm is there to counter out Stroheim. So 2-for-1 exchange. The turtle is up, but the Lord is up in 9 seconds. They need to manage those waves and get it down. The Unleash the Beast is a bit deep, bro. This is a dead jungler, though. Last Insanity will take care of that. But even with a jungler dead, to be honest, as soon as Nabs comes back, I would go for the Lord. Like, you have the Melissa, you have the Rama, and the Ecliptic Blades. The Petrify is not ready yet, but it's still doable. I mean, Lance is a bit behind on gold. Okay, I'm saying a bit. He is massively behind on gold.
Definitely, but Falling Storm will once again committed from the Esmeralda, and they're just doing a good job at keeping the side of Akira here into the base. Who would you say would be a good person for the side of Akira to actually start unevening the pressure, going in for maybe some split pushes?
Bro, I would honestly say, bro, Nathan needs to go split push. He's the best split pusher, but with that being said, bro, Grok honestly needs to go and contest. They have the ability, even though they are 6k gold behind. With a Grok on their team and the Last Insanity, they can definitely contest this turtle, but they need to maybe leave Nathan or either the Session to do the base defense, because they can't lose any more turret. There's already the flicker coming out from Techman. So it looks like Dominators is waiting for the full rotation, stealing a bit more jungle before they go for the Lord. So I don't think that Kira's going to go for this. I mean, you have two fighters in the front line just bursting down your team. Nabs and Robs is there to just go for everything. But Grok still has the ability to go for the engage if he wants to. Falling Starman is on point. So it seems like Dominators will be going this aggressive rather than Ecliptic Blaze with the Petrify. You see, the damage is there. The Fear of the Phoenix is not enough, but the Last Insanity will finish off them. This is a 2-for-1 exchange, but GG's to Nabs. What a play there from Benedetta.
Definitely, unfortunately, he had to pay the price. Nathan managed to do a bit of the split pushing, but couldn't commit too much. He had to call for the sake of just helping his team defend, especially with Lord charging down the bot lane. But with Nas being taken out, this relieved some of the pressure for the side of Akira, because now they are 4v4. 4v3.
Yeah, honestly, this is a doable base defense. It's like the waves are not evenly synced. There is still the only shield in the top lane, so they can go for this engagement onto the Lord in the bot lane. So it is a 3v5 situation, but they need to get the angle onto Melissa. The wall is up, but we will not see the Tectonic Shards being committed. The Lord is allowed to just take down the turret, but no, leaves it 1 HP. But with that being said, Falling Storm, finally, the engagement is there. The Fear of the Phoenix with the Tectonic Shards drop will be the first to pay the price. The Last Insanity is on point, but this one, Melissa's doing all the damage. King Kura will be taken down. This is already a 1-for-1 exchange, but even though it's 1-for-1, that is firm favor in the hands of Dominators. They get a second kill onto Techman. The Ecliptic Blades is on point, but I think this is all they can do with this Lord push. There's one minion wave still in the top lane, but I don't think you want to overcommit this.
But it seems like the Melissa wants to overcommit. She does have the Lucas to defend her right now, and they can easily take the turrets because they are so fed. I mean, it's 37k versus 30k of the gold.
It's just over 7k gold lead firmly in their favor. And if you look at the itemizations, there's Esmeralda already has the main Trinity item that you need on the AS main. And yeah, bro, the itemization is crazy. Like the main breaking point would be the late game. Like Lucas falls off majorly in the late game, except maybe for Brook. Brook can just get deleted by the Lucas late game still. But other than that, the late game I think is firmly in the favor of Akira. They just need to focus, lock on the damage dealers. Melissa and Nabs on the Esmeralda, those are the main targets you need to take out before the next objective.
Definitely, and this Esmeralda is continuously trying to solo the 1v5, making sure to just bait out the skills. So, because we have been seeing that she does tend to overextend, but Benedetta keeps paying the price. If you make the Esmeralda pay the price, bait the Melissa's ultimate, and then take out the Melissa, that could work in the favor of Akira. It's just going to be difficult to execute.
But I mean, the Lord is up in 2 seconds. The waves are being pushed in. So this is 100% firm favor in the side of Dominators. So there's a falling Starman, is already on point, forcing out the Fear of the Phoenix. So this is one major ultimate that's already being dealt with. So this is a free Lord for the side of Dominators. Without that vision, there's no way that Akira can go to contest this.
Definitely not. The Zetian continuously has to use the Fear of the Phoenix to defend her teammates, instead of being able to save it to make a combo with the Glock. And this is definitely costing them because it's one of the major combinations in their entire comp, especially added with the Last Insanity. So Dominators is continuously denying that combo, and it makes things so difficult for the side of Kira.
Yeah, and I mean, pair that up with Xavier and the Benedetta, the backline dive potential they have on the side of Dominators is so overwhelming. I mean, the Lord is here. It's a 3v5 situation, but honestly, Dominators with the Ecliptic Blades, with the Petrify, can go for this mega push. We will see the positioning. There's a Fear of the Phoenix already being taken down. The Ecliptic Blades into the Petrify to 2, and the damage has been done. Zeshin is dead. Strowman is on 1 HP, and they are trying to lock, but there's no minion waves. But what a play from his summer. Double kill for Lucas. This is a 2v3 defense, and that is going to be the game set and match. They are locking onto the base. Will we see the last Insanity clutch? No nabs. Oh, bro, that's GG's. Almost had the clutch defense, but what a play from Dominator, bro. They won this since the 4th minute mark.
I honestly have to agree with you, and they were definitely living up to their name, just making sure to have dominance throughout the entire game. It's actually pretty crazy for the side of Akira. But what would you say can Akira take from this match?
Like, early game aggression is Dom's way. Like, their whole draft, their whole playstyle works around early game aggression. So you need a lineup that can punish that early game aggressive. You need someone that can do a lot of damage early game, and Zeshin and Nathan is not the way, though. Maybe putting a fight on the gold lane would benefit the side of Akira, maybe, to just counteract that aggressiveness.
Definitely, especially with that being a bit more, like you said, counteract the aggressiveness and also give them a little bit more aggression, because they had to play consistently passive the entire time. The pickoffs coming out from the side of the Dominators, they couldn't do anything about it because they were squishy. They had to farm up, squishy, farm up the entire time.
The louder your cheers,
like I like that Benedetta. Like, it was not a conventional pick, but it was better to put the Benedetta on their own position than the Esmeralda. So honestly, I think it was a lag out because that Lucas auto picked. So I think it was a lag out, but they made the best out of a bad situation. And I have to say, bro, Navs definitely deserve that MVP. So yeah, but this is why, bro, Benedetta got a buff, and it's crazy.
Absolutely. I haven't read much about the Benedetta's buff, but when you see a Benedetta, you definitely need to know to get a few more defensive items than you necessarily would. Maybe get a Purifier, Winter Crown, and an Immortality just in case.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. But to be honest, I think the play would have been there a little bit more safe plays. Like, I wouldn't let the Lucas farm that much in the early game. So they played very well, especially if you're going up against a double fighter lineup or a triple fight in that regard, meaning the XP lane and either the roam or the gold lane is a fighter. You need to play a bit more patiently in the early game, and you need something that can do a lot of damage. Like, instead of the X-Borg, going for something like either the Lapu or the Yuzong would have been massively giving a massive difference overall.
True, and there was also this one part. It was the first with the first turtle. It was in the bottom lane. There was a big team fight. Lance and Lucas had to retreat to their respective bases. Then they came back. Lucas's team, the Dominators, were already at the turtle, going for the turtle, and Lance was left alone to try to go for a steal, got killed, but his team made the rotation to the top lane instead of thinking about earlier on supporting him at the turtle, which could have actually turned the entire game around.
Which is true. Bro, I see our streamer, Mr. Junior JK himself is profiles. Like, he's stalking what our achievements are. And just like I don't mind you viewing my profile. Just don't show my Xbox win rate this season, please. Like, okay, as everyone knows already, my main is Xbox. I am good in the Xbox. I believe I've got 3 savages this season with Xbox. I'm not bad. But Brew, Xbox is not a hero that can solo carry. Like, I've gotten a 27%, I think, or 30% win rate on Xbox this season.
That is terrible.
It's sad. Like, overall, it's on 60%. I've gotten a few SA #1 titles, but this season, it's. Let me go check. I really want to see this. How bad is it? 36%. Let's go. GG. Report Oshumzi.
Yes, don't worry, we will.
Nah, bro. Like, oh, it's sad. It's sad, to be honest. That's. I left him on the bench for now. I'm done with Xbox for the season. Like, you can't come back from that win, right?
It's just this season that he has to be benched. He can come back into the field next season, maybe.
Yeah. No, of course. But I mean, other heroes that still is very strong in this season, like Thammers would never be better, in my opinion, because the fact that he's is very item reliant and team coordination reliant. So too many stuns on him, and he doesn't mean anything. That's a problem. And so I think the main heroes that you want to pick up, of course, the XP lane is a bit more viable now. Benedetta, Arlord, Lapu, and maybe Yuzong I would put as my 4 XP lane picks that I would go for. On the mage position, is a bit. Mage is always very flexible, but one thing, boys, that everyone is sleeping on: pick up Zushin. Zushin is cracked. She has always been cracked. She's broken. People sleep on Zushin for some reason.
Well, I mean, there's been so many changes to the meta, and people just don't like this annoying mage anymore, so they want to go for the prettier and cooler and more flashy mages. But like you said, Zushin is absolutely insane, because ever since I started picking her up in rank matches, my win rate has been getting a little bit better. Just a little bit, but she is actually so insane, especially with the fact that so many of the sustainable heroes are coming back into the mix, and now Zushin can counter the majority of them.
Yeah, she just bullies everyone, and the lane presence she has, that and Kimmy, the early game lane presence she has is kind of cracked, and that works very well. Like, everyone knows I'm a roam XP main, and Zushin is one of my favorite mid laners overall. Like, I haven't played a lot of games on her. I think it's like 20 games on Zushin. And Kadita, yeah. Kadita's fun. Like I play I main 4 mages that I play really well. It's like, I would say Chang'e, Kadita, Zushan, and then Cecilion and maybe Zeshan.
You just mentioned 5.
Did I mention 5? Oh, ECZ.
Yes, I think. But
yeah.
Zetian is actually pretty good. The only problem is she's CC based because of her ultimate. That what makes her actually so crazy, as well as her wave clear ability. But it's more the ultimate that is the thing that people like about her. And then you get these heroes that's immune to CC, anti-CC, CC removal. So that makes it a bit difficult to use her too much.
No, like her weakness is heavy dive potential, like a Benedetta, Hayabusa, Khalid, everything that can just jump on top of you. She doesn't like that. But yeah. But with that being said, I think the next teams are still loading in. So I think we are going to get the pause grim up just for a few minutes. Grab your coffee, grab your popcorn, and we will be back in a few minutes' time. Just sorting out the teams and a few technical difficulties, and we'll see you guys soon.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit in a plan and I found out that I can execute. If I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom, read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take that. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Purpose is better than any drug you could ever think. If you know why you're doing something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing, like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I could find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
direction. Rana is trying to escape. On the hunt. Oh my goodness. No, the Melina and the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a
You realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best. Teach a system I invest, never hidden, I ain't scared. Ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing. You realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. You realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me. You realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. You realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Rana in one direction. Rana is trying to escape. On the hunt. Oh my goodness. No, the Melina and the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a
You realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best. Teach a system, I invest, never hidden, I ain't scared. Ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing. Yeah, the will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Purpose is better than any drug you could ever think. If you know why you're doing something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing, like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me. The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Down, Nana in one direction. Nana is trying to escape. Yuna on the hunt. Oh my goodness. The Melina and the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a
Since is over. And we're into the second game of the evening. It's Gascom Esports, the ladies, up against Noxia, which is also a lady. Actually, the first time we're getting to stream ladies versus ladies.
It's a fun game. I mean, ladies just they have a completely different play style than usual people. So I'm interested to see.
You just made them sound like they're aliens.
Well, to be fair. But yeah, okay. So the bands are more or less the same. Looks like the ladies have the same fears: Balric, Matilda, Hylos, and Erethel.
What do you mean same bands? Those are the bands. That's one band that is similar.
Exactly. Wow. So the same bands.
It is the same band, just without
no.
Time to drop
Oh.
the beat of the
There's the joy. There's two bands. Now, what we're going to see next? Are we going to see another band that's similar? Let's go. It might be, to be honest, it might be just Madagascar and meta, because their meta is way different than ours on this side. So it's going to be interesting. So the CC ban, I 100% agree. Like, I can't wait for the CC nerf. It's definitely needed.
Yeah, but Cece is so good right now. Why do you want her to be nerfed? And
Because she's
Esmeralda
too
gets
good.
that up. Too good. Okay, let me not make a comment. Angela getting banned up from the side of Noxia.
And that's another band that was similar. Let's go. All right, but I'm joking and kidding aside. These are actually fairly decent bands, and it sets up a lot for the team. So the Esmeralda band automatically tells you Angela's coming. So I agree with the Angela band coming out from Noxia. So it's good respecting each other's picks. It's very solid. So the Carmilla first pick is very interesting. Like, it's a good hero, but if you first pick the Carmilla, you just pick heroes that don't bunch up.
Want to make friends with Nana? The hunt begins.
Hold on, Matilda. To separate.
Matilda's banned.
Matilda was banned in the lobby.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. No, that was
Yes.
previous game. Yes.
No, Belleric, Matilda, Hylas, Erythel that was banned for this match.
Yeah. Okay. Solid. But with this Carmilla, I want to see the Bane. Magic Bane Carmilla is crazy, or even the Vexana. Okay, there's Vexy. Ooh, with that aspirant skin. Oh, that's a beautiful skin. I'm so jealous. Like, I did the aspirant events, but I got the Guinevere.
Guinevere is also not too shabby. Guinevere is pretty.
I don't play Guinevere.
You're not playing the hero because they're pretty.
Exactly. You play the hero because you can.
But you're not a mid lane main anyway. You play XP just as you mentioned earlier on stream. So Guinevere is the way to go, not Vexana. Aim and getting
which is true. Which is true. But I do play mid lane if we have Angela open.
Yeah, but with Angela always banned, how much is that the case?
Actually, every single game, the first game, people leave Angela open. Crazy, let's go. Nah, like in the rank, it happens actually quite often. But it's a workaround, and actually the way to go is Alice in the mid lane. That is a new comp we are doing. Alice mid lane with the Angela. That is just cracked. That is so much frontline ability. And then you pop in something like a YCS in the jungle, so you still have a lot of burst potential. Even Bane can still work, but yeah. But nonetheless, Minotaur also being a ban, it's interesting. I'm not hating the ban, but another ban I would have gone for, the Florin being picked up. So this immediately tells you that the jungler is going to be frontline heavy. The jungler, so maybe the Fredrin Basha or even the Alice would be the choice, but they're going for the Bane on the XP lane and the YSS. So there's the Bane I wanted for the Carmilla and the Vexana. This is a massive amount of damage, and you have the YSS for the backline dive. But with that being said, as you know, with the YSS nerf on his first skill, the duration of his CC and vision that was nerfed. Against the Ruby, it's an interesting pick, to say the least. It's not a bad pick, but not the best.
What would you say would have been the best pick in this case then?
Lancelot.
If you could swap the wise. Lancelot. Okay, Lancelot could actually work pretty well, especially if he combos with the Carmilla ultimate and the Bane ultimate. But Ling getting picked up from the side of Noxia, which makes a nice combo of the Tempest of Blades with the I'm Offended, and then Brody and then Nana's Melina, just stunning them all up, going in with a Melina Blitz as well. And if that doesn't kill you, just throw on the Torn Apart Memory.
Yeah, they have good drafts so far. So the side of the Gascon Girl ladies squads are going a more team fight orientated lineup, whereas the side of Noxia, is going for more of a pick-off split push comp on their side, and maybe even a bit of counter initiation with the Florin being there. So this is going to be an interesting game. I'm not sure who I favor though. That's the thing, and especially with the Bane in the lineup. So the Bane is of course going the assassin. So it's not going Magic Bane. It's going the physical Bane.
Would you say Magic Bane is better or physical damage Bane?
Okay, so it depends on the situation. Usually I like physical Bane more than Magic Bane. But with the Carmilla, your ultimate, the fishies that flows, it does a lot of damage, and if you pair that with the Cursed Blood, it's like insta kill.
True, fair enough. Flicker already getting committed from the Nana just so early with Carmilla chasing her down. And it seems like both teams just want to focus on getting in some mid lane control right now.
I mean, the mid lane matchup is going to be the most important one. So whichever of the mid laners gets fed first is going to be a massive difference. But same to the gold lane. Like Clint and Brody is both heavy hitters. Like these are some cracked lineups so far. But honestly, the mid lane matchup I would 100% say goes to Nana. So looks like there is a bit of opposite end jangling rotations. The side of Gascom going for the XP lane push, whereas Noxia is doing the normal gold lane rotation. So it's going to be the question of who oversteps and who gets picked off.
Well, it does seem like the Clint is doing a pretty decent job at just playing safe, keeping his eyes on the map and staying as close to the turret as possible while still trying to get his gold.
Honestly, Florin stepping out of the bush was the mistake. Like, Clint had to overstep to go for his farm, but when you see a Florin, you know the jungler or the mage is near, so that automatically tells him to run away. Meanwhile, in the top lane, there was a small wave cut being done by YSS, which doesn't get gold under 5 minutes, so interesting. But it's going to be a firm fight. It's going to be the Tempers of Blade versus the Mountain Shocker.
Melina Blitz also getting committed out. Mountain Shocker onto 2 right now. Tempest of Blade coming in from the lane as well. Beautiful deadly catch, but not going on to anyone. And Ling gets taken now. First blood to the side of Gascom Exports, and Black Keto managing to get the second kill for his team.
Yeah, a good rotation here from the Clint, going for the good rotation to the turtle. It's a good rotation to make. Brody trying to mirror the rotation being late. So, in my opinion, if you are not able to immediately mirror the rotation, just rather push the gold shield. That's the play I would make. They're going here for the full engagement onto Brody. He does get a flicker out, luckily, so he plays safe. So this is 2-for-0 exchange so far in the favor of Gascom Esports lane.
And they also managed to get 1.2k gold lead, so that is actually pretty big in this early into the game. Definitely a few mini items spread around the team, just allowing the sideline members also to get better control over their lanes.
Yeah, like the main play is going to be when this Florin is going to come online, because I mean the Mountain Shock is like very good against the Florin, because you're able to just burst her down instantly if she oversteps even a little bit. So that's the main play you have to watch out for, though.
Definitely, but it does seem like she's playing safe this entire match so far. And with the next objective here in 45 seconds, both teams just want to get some control back here into the bottom lane. But you also have to watch out for these XP lane ganks.
Yeah, but the gank on the mid lane is the one that's going to be most important. The Tempers of Plains is there, but the flick on point. Link goes for that 4-blade temper just to get back onto the wall. So what a play there from Lumina. That is a clutch flicker, though.
Definitely, and with the Amphid already committed from the Ruby, it does seem like it will be a while before she can really make some good key plays coming in for the turtle, depending on her cooldown right now.
Yeah, Ruby's cooldown is very, very low. It's like you can instantly just get it back. So it seems like they're going for the red pumpkin gauge. Is going to be a successful invade. And with that red buff being gone, this is a free turtle for the side of Gascon. Like, there's no way that Link can go for this rotation, especially with them being so much gold ahead already. 1.2 gold is massive in the early game.
Yeah, that was very good communication from them to go in for that. I mean, we are seeing Ling go for like Yuchna here, just going for a little bit of a counter invade here. Nicely got it in the bushes and staying safe for the most part. But will we see the side of Gascon Esports get that set up there? They're trying to go in on the Brody. There's a full combination. He does second skill back. Oh, but Brody goes in a little bit too early, I think, with that torn apart memory. Florin just popping that floral bloom to heal up a little bit.
Yeah, but that being said, without the Floral Bloom, this is the free reign now for YSS. He's already onto the Nana. There's a passive being popped, and this is a dead Nana. Ling is into the mix. It's currently a 3v3 situation, but the Tempest of Blade does not land as of yet. He's going full on onto the wrong target. Carmilla's not the way.
Yeah, turns around. Lands that cursed blood, gets the kill, gets the setup. It's 4-0. Gascon Esports ladies in a bit of a nice position early on. Almost a 3k gold lead. Almost just touching on the doors there.
Okay, interesting. I was wrong. So it's Assassin Emblem with Mage Bane. So usually with the Mage Bane, you see the Mage Emblem, but it goes Assassin Emblem rather. So it is still a Mage Bane.
Mage Bane is, I mean, okay, it's good now, right? But there's still a place for the physical damage Bane. It's a question of what you want to achieve. Like when you're playing him on the side lanes, your objective is mainly to split push. So you want to go for the magic build, because that means your deadly catch is going to be dishing out that massive damage. Here though, even if you were playing Bane in the jungle, I would also recommend going for the magic build in this composition because of the Carmilla. It just makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that Ghost Blood onto 3 with the deadly catch is insta kill basically. So it's going to be this engagement onto the bot lane. Ling is going for the split push, but it is a 4-man rotation, but they do fall back. So it looks like they are not, once again, not contesting this turtle. Ling is looking for the angle. Will he get the steal? No! That is Amanon securing the Lord turtle objective in the favor of Gascon Esports once again.
Yeah, and they just keep piling on the pressure, squeezing that gold lead, keeping it around that 3k mark. But so far it hasn't really translated into turrets. And when we take a look at the composition from Noxia here, they have a pretty decent comp into the late game. And my eyes are really on Dina here. Dina Pichu. That's like a new type of Pokemon.
Pikachu. Yeah. I mean, Pikachu here is going to be good. As soon as she gets online, she does have the flask luckily now. So as soon as she gets a free team time, that's going to be massive. But it seems like there is a 4-man rotation on the top lane. They are looking to start securing the turtles. But I don't know what you're going to do against the Ruby. There's Armor Pendant onto 3. The Night Shock is there in response. And that is going to be a dead Dina on 2 point. Once again, Carmilla's being taken down by Ling and this fast fingers. Like, bro, do you see this thing is actually good, bro.
Yeah, huge on the Ling. Landing consistently the 4 swords. Let's see if she actually does the 5 sword. Maybe I'm putting a little bit too much pressure on her. It's not very often that you get to do a 5 sword dash in like competitive play. But I mean, consistently landing the 4 swords, I mean, mechanically, that's quite excellent. Getting the first kill on the board for the team, and this is the power of a Ling, right? Granted, Ling is not as strong as he used to be, but look at the pressure created across the map. You go for a push, you create that a bit of space, but there's the engagement in here. Mountain Shocker comes out, Ling onto the wall. But Brody pops that torn apart memory. Tempest of Blades did come out Bane with that bit of jungle pressure. They want to stop Ling from taking a blue buff. Ling is saying, you know what, let me see if I can get a steal on the blue buff. But nothing doing that. No blue buff available for the Ling, so he's gone for the split push once more. This is what Noxia needs to do. They just need to delay. The longer you delay, the better it's going to be. Oh, nice! Molina Blitz coming out there. Onto Lumina.
But luckily, Ling has the split push potential. He's going for the split push. Like, he's not able to fight without the blue buff, but he doesn't need to fight. He just dodges everything. So that's 2 towers taken down in the top lane by Ling on Noxia. So this is massive. Melina Blitz once again onto Kamala. And that is a kill for Sauri.
Yeah. See, this is the thing, right? When it comes to a Ling, or actually not even just a Ling, literally any jungler in the game, once you hit beyond 5 minutes, and if you have to do this as an actual trade-off, like, your calculation-based style of play, what are you going to get more gold from? Taking a single creep, or because it will take you a certain amount of time to get a single creep, or clearing a lane. You're gonna get more from clearing a lane. So shouldn't you then, exactly, rotate to clear wave clear and then take your farm from the jungle? Because you're gonna need to double up.
Yeah, like I would honestly say, like, except for the blue buff and maybe the red, but the blue buff is the most important. Other than that, you don't need a lot else as the Ling. So go for the wave, get the wave, and then go for the jungle clear. So it seems like the Gasm Esports is setting up for the turtle. The Melina Blitz has already been popped, but now Dina is getting taken down by the clip. But there's not upon memories, but the Cursed Blood with a deadly catch will secure the kill. The go away. I'm offended, sorry, wrong ultimate. I'm offended was there, but it does absolutely nothing as Saudi also gets taken down.
Yeah, that timing of the deadly catch coming through from Miyarasami on point. It counter set everything. Florent engaged upon, showed a little bit too much of vision, but as we got to see Dina, pops that floral bloom, healed back from almost no health, almost back to full health. So you thought that was the moment, resetting the team fight, and that could have been that time when Noxia came online, but then Miyarasami just popped that deadly catch and just melted through everybody.
And on top of that also, the Cursed Blood timing was crazy. Like, as soon as the Cursed Blood, Ling landed the Tempest of Blades, just a second after that, the Cursed Blood landed on the Ling. So he was double knocked out by that deadly catch. So that was some clutch plays coming up from the Gascom girls.
Yeah. That was. It's so nice when you see layering of fights. I mean, not just layering, like the timing of knowing when you're supposed to use a particular skill. Because it's a lot of people just see a player press a button, and you're like, what are you doing? Relax. Everything's got to work in timing.
That's the thing. I mean, you need to layer the skills, especially if you're playing like the Carmilla combos, because that plays is one of the most important, is when to press the Cursed Blood. Because if you see 2 people who throw the Cursed Blood, they're most probably going to run out or dash out or something. So you need to watch out for the correct targets as well.
Yes. Most definitely. Lord being left to push freely and being cleared out. There was a potential to take down the tier 3 turret. There's pressure now being placed on 2 lanes. They're trying to get one of them. Bane is there, but the defensive side coming out from Noxia, as they somehow managed to keep their tier 3 turrets up and running. Imanen on that YSS, sensing the opportunity, gets the base cracked in open as Ling is gonna go in, pops that Tempest of Blade once more, wants to land the dash onto YSS, who turns it out of the mountain shocker, but who's gonna get this? Ling gets it with that final dash through there, huge now with the pickup. However, Ruby with the armor fended, Cursed Blood lands onto 3, there's the deadly catch combination. However, the flickers keeping almost everybody alive except for the Ruby. The Eternal God is into the base. They're trying to get the defense going once more. Camilla taking a lot of damage in there. They're going to have to retreat to the other side of Gascom Esports, the ladies. But I think in their minds it would be objective achieved. 2 out of 3.
Now, 2 out of 3 turrets is crazy, and the Lord is up in 30 seconds. So this is where we now need to start just invading, taking farm away, taking the buffs, and then setting up the lanes. Because especially against the Ling, wave management is going to be so crucial. You can't leave a wave unattended, especially if Lord is up, because he can just split push 3 turrets just easily like that.
Yeah. The mobility. I mean, there is no skill like the Ling wall jump. Nothing in the game gives you that level of mobility.
Fanny cables.
I'm trying to think of one. Fanny cables, but that's only limited to where she can actually land the cables. With Ling, you can transverse literally everywhere.
Yeah, which is also true. And I mean, the positioning coming out from Yuna on that Ling is crazy. He's already in position, but he needs to watch out for the vision. There's the vision coming out from a Mountain Shocker. That is the point. But now the Mountain Shocker is done. The vision is no longer there, but now Ruby will pay the price. Sorry, not Ruby. It is Astra on the Nana.
So, oh, nice stun coming out here. We see the follow-up, and there's the armor fan, and Deadly Catch comes through. What the curse blood timing once more. There's Tempest of Blade, only knocks up one, but it's too much damage. Yuna gets blown up. There's the lock onto the base. It's only Florin left alive. They're chasing her down into the farm.
Savage. Bro, he went for that Savage. He got deleted by the fountain. Like, I would honestly say, bro, that's one of the points you need to go for is the Savage, especially if you're that far ahead in the game.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's worth it. It really is worth it.
Yeah, it's some crazy games.
Yeah, but well played to both teams here. Ophelia, all the way from the pages of William Shakespeare, which I think Lotus, having done with her last English paper, don't want to hear anything about Shakespeare anymore.
Nah, Shakespeare's books are the best. So everyone loves Ophelia. I love Ophelia more than anyone.
More than anybody. That's not suspicious at all.
That's us. That's us. Like, I think I need you. If you are loving Ophelia more than anyone, I think it's time for you to join Tion squad.
No. I love Ophelia more than anybody does because the lore around her, the stories, and even some of the things that some psychologists say about the story is just truly fascinating.
I see.
You want to hear a fascinating fact about Willem Wickelspies? Is that Romeo and Juliet is not good. Like, it's really...
True.
It's so overrated. It's two teenagers that think they know something, but they're teenagers. They don't know what love is, in my opinion.
And they got lots of people killed.
Exactly.
It's the process. Yeah. It was a very devastating. But you see, a lot of the stories from William Shakespeare, there's like a small little element that could change, and the entire game gets, the entire story gets sorted out. Much like what happens here on Mobile Legends. You'll be playing a game, and then there's just that one player, just that one, somewhere on your team. You don't know where they came from. You don't know where they're going. They're like a mystery lone rider that comes in there and just messes your game up and leaves. Rides off into the sunset after causing utter devastation in your matchup.
That happens more often than not.
Yeah. I wonder if there's like a secret club for all of them where they meet one another and discuss new strategies to rob everybody. Because I mean, like, look, let's be honest, right? How many times have you played a game, it doesn't matter what role and doesn't matter what position, where you literally played your heart out? You've got the best KDA, this crazy score in the game, and no matter what happens, just at the time when you think you're winning, they suck you back in, and you're losing once more because everybody dies.
That was my last Xbox game I played. I went Xbox. I went 21, 2, and 7, and I lost. I got a Savage and a Maniac that game. But Xbox can't push lanes, and my marksman doesn't want to push lanes. So I lost.
Isn't that always the case?
Marksmen are sometimes the worst that you get because they're the biggest feeders.
Yeah, and they play Nabi on ranked games and expect to win.
Yeah, not just that, right? It's like you took the Lord, but you see Hanabi in your own jungle busy taking the red buff. And you're like, what are you doing? The Lord is coming. You had one job to do. The whole game we kept you alive to do this one thing. And you're in our jungle taking the red. It's a sad system.
And like this whole thing with the marksman and the red buff, like, I give my marksman the red buff in the late game. If they do something, if my marksman is like 7 and 3, for example, after like 12 minutes, I'll give them the red buff because they can use it better than me. But then you have to be able to use it. Then the marksman comes in, he's 0 11-3, and then he wants to take the red buff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What?
okay, that is true, right? But also the timing. Like it's late game, and you have Lord, for instance, right? Your major objective is to push. Oh, and hi, Layla, from everybody here in South Africa. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm sorry we weren't really paying attention to the chat because we were, focused on the game, and then the one of us who actually does look at the chat a lot is Skarpsenko, and he is, and if you want to know what this word means, ask your mother, inebriated at this moment in time.
So what?
Inebriated.
And here comes Lotus that failed English. Let's go.
Yeah. Just for everybody watching, right? Lotus is in need of a job next year, but preferably one that you don't have to speak English, because things are not looking so good in that regards.
Yeah, she would prefer something in Afrikaans, or we just don't have to speak at all.
Yeah. More than not speaking at all, because I don't think Afrikaans should be spoken with an American accent, Shroomsy. I feel that is wrong. I don't know what you think about
That's
this.
solid. But you know, the worst of all, man, is it's not just the American accent. It's the American, and then there's two sentences, a British accent, and suddenly there's a Burki accent, and I'm like, bro, what do you want to be?
A Dalmatian. That's what you want to be. Like spotted everywhere.
uh,
But anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in to watch. I know we had a slightly off topic, a laugh, and well, I hope you enjoyed listening to us just talk a bunch of nonsense. But our streamer Junior, who doesn't like to talk to anybody, Junior, are you going to say hi to the live stream for once?
good chat.
Good chat. But thank you everybody for tuning in to watch. It's a pleasure, as always, to stream, to cast for you. Big shout out to the Waylander team here who held down the fort for the most of today. Sadly, I was a little bit indisposed earlier on, but big shout out to you guys for keeping everything active and running and entertaining throughout the stream. And if you enjoyed what was going on, don't forget to smash that like, share, and subscribe button. And you will be seeing us actually during the course of the week, because we're going into the round 16 of the best, that final phase as the competitions draw to a close. Origins, Hunter Tournament, also with the PUBG scene as well. This is going to be the final week of Soulless Bunnies for the year. So there's a lot of crazy stuff coming our way. So if you want to be part of the entertainment and part of the fun and actually, chatting to us, and this time around we'll actually look at the chat a little bit more often. Don't forget, hit that notification bell as well, so you'll be notified as to when we go live. But to everybody, once again, thank you for watching. We will catch you all on the next stream. From myself,